Alright, Maria Zimbabwe, tose tiri kuziva what is happening right now within ZANU-PF after Mnangagwa asaina Cape 3. So, first of all, Mnangagwa has shown everybody, every Zimbabwean, with beyond doubt, that he is the architecture behind Cape 3. He is the man who, thought of Cape 3 and, brought it to life through the cabinet and everything. And wakazvitaura musi unopa aibvunzwa kunzi, so president, how do you feel kanzi, how do you feel kuti parliament yakapasisa Cape 3, how do you feel kuti senate yakapasisa Cape 3, achibva ataura kuti I'm very happy. I'm happy because I was expecting them to pass it and they passed it. So that shows you kuti Joshua Mnangagwa is the real man behind this. I mean, it's obvious because no man, not even one, would think of just extending another man's presidential term, except the man who is sitting in that presidential position himself. So, we have heard mahunga, we have heard news zokuti Mnangagwa has got other plans involve Auxilia Mnangagwa. So mune Zimbabwe tadzifambira nyaya dzacho. So vamwe vanenge vachiti ko super kwai madii mabuda munyaya dzevanhu. Iyo ndiyo ndichida kubvunza kuti nyaya dzevanhu ndedzipi? Idzi hadzisi nyaya dzevanhu, idzi inyaya dzechigaro cheutungamiriri hwenyika yedu. Chakakoshera munhu wese, inyaya dzakakoshera munhu wese, inyaya dzinoshape our today and our future, for everybody, your children's future, etc. So nyaya dzepolitics tototi tidzifambire, so tadzifambira muri Zimbabwe. And the information yatinayo panapa, Auxilia Mnangagwa been campaigning. So kwose kumvona kwatiri kuita achibudikira kunzvimbo dzakasiyana-siyana, because you see Auxilia manje kanofarira kanofamba kakaenda kuma-chiefs akasiyana-siyana. And this is the part I want you as Zimbabweans to take it of, to understand. Ma-traditional chiefs muno muZimbabwe, they are just, they are there, they're ceremonial, they're custodians of our culture, etc. But that's it. They don't have political power, political influence, they're there. But Auxilia Mnangagwa and the cabal which is ruling Zimbabwe right now, these guys are trying to give so much power to my traditional leaders and then make them loyal to ZANU-PF and then change ZANU-PF into this traditional, African movement. We don't want to use the word African because if we use the word African, it involves everybody and it sounds good. But it seems like, Mnangagwa is really trying to push this. All right, Zimbabwe. I love Zimbabwe. I love myself. I love our culture. I love culture. Ye tribe yedu is Shona people. I know some people say Mashona hana culture yechi pass name bozi memchitotitra tribalism kamchitira sina basa udaro. But at the same time, I'm not really about tribalism. I don't like taking everything zviri Zimbabwe and then just say isusu maZimbabweans, isusu pachivanhu chedu, isusu semashona, isusu sechi. That's bad because it's not only us here. And if kwakuti Zimbabwe zvishwa ndeye mashona chete, I would kind of understand, but that's not true. You have to consider other people, how they feel about zvaunongochipusha uchiestablish. Government yeZimbabwe, let it remain fair and neutral. Let it not serve a tribe. Let it not serve a language, a skin color, or whatever. Let it serve Zimbabweans. Let it serve Zimbabweans. And I think, as a matter of fact, worldwide, if you look worldwide, let's not push tribal narratives. They are very, very bad in Zimbabwe. I'm telling you the truth. Tribal narratives are very bad because every tribe in a culture, and my big tribes will succeed and it over maybe smaller tribes. But let us not push tribalism. Let's push humanity. The government policies, the government law, the government narrative itself is not based on certain individuals. It's just based on humanity. It's based on what is accepted on a human level. Kuti kana kwakuchinzi kunobva murungu ari kubva kuGerman achiuya kuzogara muZimbabwe, munhu iyeye doesn't feel neglected, doesn't feel isolated, doesn't feel rejected because they don't understand Shona culture. No, that's not what we want. We want could anybody who comes in Zimbabwe, the law, yes, Zimbabwe, the law, government is Zimbabwe, accept them. They feel comfortable. They know they're protected and everything. They don't need to know, cultural stuff, but they just have to be human beings and have that conscience of a human being, and they will survive beautifully in Zimbabwe. So, politicians are bad. Politicians are bad because politicians are manipulators. Most politicians are manipulators. Politicians, they look at something that will anger some people. They can take advantage of anger kutsamwisa vanhu, and kana wavatsamwisa you can lead them into taking action yekurevenge whatever zvavatsamwisa. You understand? Zvangufana nezvezvichiitika paSouth Africa, believe me or not, believe me. Don't say you don't believe me, because zvichiitika paSouth Africa muri Zimbabwe tasaimuona zvinhu zvakaita sana dhudhula, zvakaita sana much and much. What is happening with these things ndezvekudai so ndechekuti pane vanhu vanenge vari paSouth Africa vekuti maSouth Africans vane kamwe kaungwaru kavanako vana Jacinta neriri Pakera Mutakati nerimwe racho ringizwe, vane kamwe kawisdom kauchenjeri kavanako kekuti they know kuti kana you can take advantage of people's frustration, people's anger, people's poverty, because vanhu, they're always trying to look for somebody to blame. Vanhu havadi kuzviblema nekuda kwenhamo yavanayo, havadi kubhiliva kuti nhamo yandinayo ini is because inini ndiri stupid and I have made stupid decisions. No. Munhu haadi izvozvo, unoda kuti atsvage chimwe chinhu chekublema kuti ichi ndo chiri wrong. Do you understand? So vapana vana iri vanangizo iri neriri rimwe racho Pakera Mutakati nerimwe iri zihure Jacinta zvichitora that advantage. Kwaiva nerimwe futi rainzi repaZimbabwe iri kwaZandi ledhabula, vanenge vachitsvaga kuita take advantage of people's frustrations, people's desperation, and then voita manipulate them. Wow, that problem yenyu zvakanaka ndivava vanhu vamugere nava maforeigners asina maid asina chichi, and then vanhu votsama, vanhu vopinda mastreet, vanhu voita sei. Handiti the same thing is what is happening in Zimbabwe. ZANU-PF, especially under Dambudziko Mnangagwa, is trying to take advantage of tribalism itself. They are trying so much to appeal to Shona people, appeal to our that pride is Shonas. Shona takazoda so. Because inini kadokuza muri Zimbabwe pafe. I have lived Ndebele, takambogara pa South Africa, and you can see with most of Ndebele people, they are angry, about Shonas, and they would blame every Shona people. And nongo zvibvunza kuti uyu munhu ari kundiblame, ari kuti Shona akazoita so, ndaita sei inini. Handiti, but izvo zvakanditsamwisa ndikatsamwa, but ndakazosvika pakuunderstanda kuti actually tribalism is bad. Because kune kutori nemamwe mandebele anenge achitsamwisa mandebele kuti vawane influence amongst mandebele, anditi mazishona akazoita so, mazishona azoita so. Handiti vachitsamwisa mandebele ndevatungamiriro vamwe vanenge vachitsvagawo mbiri, vachitsvaga power nenzira iri wrong. But isusu semashona, and then you come to us, wakuona actually even isusu mashona tine mapoliticians edu anenge achishandisa tribalism. In fact, they never really say anything bad about Mandebeles, but they just say some things good about Shonas and keep pushing that narrative, so that somehow, we unite as Shonas on the basis of Shona. That's now apa tutaura zvema tribes muri Zimbabwe, I still taura kativhunduki, and that's very bad. Could we unite on the basis of we are Shonas? Semashona culture yedu inodai inoti zvakati. It's not bad to unite is on the basis of Mashona, but it becomes bad when we unite against other tribes, when we push only one narrative. You understand? I mean, inini panapa Moses pamzinda weZimbabwe, pamzinda wavanhu tinotaura zvinhu zvakawanda. So comment section sometimes I read my comments and some of these things zvandiri kutaura panapa unenge wakatozviona ndevele people coming comment section, some vanenge vachipopota, some they speak shona, they don't care anymore, some this and that but I just don't want tribalism. Let's not build a country based on tribal lines kuti muri Zimbabwe, you don't understand. Tine matununu, tine maproblems anenge achiitika kunyika dzakafanana naUnited States of America pachayo because of right. Kana yava kuUnited States toiti isusu racism. Regai ndikuudzei, muri kuona mupesi anonzi Trump is one of those guys who actually ended up in power because of racism. Trump munhu wokuti kana muchinzwa achitwa hey, we want to restore American greatness, make America great again, mukufanira kuunderstanda zvanenge achitaura oro mufanira kuunderstanda vanhu vanenge achitaura navo. Vanhu vanenge achitaura navo is the white Americans, varungu vekuamerica. Ndo vanenge vachitsvaga kuti aite kuti varungu ava vatsamwe nezvese zvaitika machanges ese democratic changes ese aitika muamerica, vatange kufila zvakare, varemembe mazuva avo vachiri superior than other races muamerica, anosanganisira the black people in America, anosanganisira the Latinos, the Mexicans, the chichi, anosanganisira the colored people in America, anosanganisira any other, the Asians, Chinese, Japanese, chichi vari muamerica who are now American citizens. And because the white citizens in the United States of America, they are shrinking. Because around 50 to 53%, if I'm not mistaken, 53% of all American population is white. But it used to be more. Kudara vaiva over 70% white Americans, Caucasians, or people of European origin mu United States of America, they were over 70%. But as of right now, because of movement, because of whatever, they are just around 53%. So Trump panobudikira achiti let's make America great again. He is talking about the glory days of the white race. And you understand. So he is appealing to the white race. He knows the white race pride. Let's make America great again. He angers them. He riles them up. Do you understand? So, ari kukonzeresa division, ari kukonzeresa racism, ari kukonzeresa all this kind of nonsense. And rather than a president akafana Obama mu America, he was uniting people. He was not trying to appeal to Africans because he knows that in the whole population in America, black Americans are around 14%. So even if my black people also are in America, kakuvotera iwe uri black, auwini my elections ukata president. So Obama can actually appeal ku vanhu. He appeals to them on a higher ground, on a higher moral ground. Yokuti we are the same. We are one people. American dream, anybody can dream and make it, etc. You understand? So he's appealing to everybody. That's the kind of politics that toda mu Zimbabwe. Dzekuti president, kana kuti munhu ari kukambina kuita president, haasi kutsvaga kuti you know what, nini changu chandiringuda kungoita is to appeal to Shona people. Because I know Shona people, as of right now in Zimbabwe, they are more than 85%. So kana ndikangoapila kushona people I know ndo winaji my votes. Mure Zimbabwe, did I talk too much? Kana ndikaapila to the Shona people ndo winaji my votes. So ndobudikira ini ndakutanga kutaura about Shona culture, ndakutanga kutaura about Shona traditions, ndakutanga kutaura about the glory days of the Shona kingdoms. Maybe it's 1800, 1600, 1400, maybe it's Monomotapa state, maybe it's Roji state, it's Great Zimbabwe state, is the Mbire Chakati, is the whatever. Whatever I'm saying, I'm trying to appeal to the Shonas. Then they're wrong. Because the politics is the politics that could divide one. As Africans, Zimbabwe, at some point in the future, to find out move from all this tribal stuff. Let me tell you why. Because in Africa is a highly diversified continent. And it's very, very bad because we have more than 2,000 languages muno muAfrica as a continent. And because of that, zvinoreva kuti kana each language in more than 2,000 dzikabatana based on the fact yekuti ndotaura chirudzi chakati, zvoreva kuti as Africa we will never unite. Ticharamba tichingova matribalists because chimwe nechimwe chitribe chichingobatana chiti isusu tiri maXhosa, isusu tiri mashona, isusu tiri mandebele, isusu tiri mazulu, isusu tiri maIgbo, kuNigeria isusu tiri machiswahili, etc. And then we will never unite as a continent. So we must move from the toxicity of tribal politics to the politics of principles that we will unite all of us as Africans. So mberi nekubatana sema Africans mune Zimbabwe, pasi nekupatsanurana. So one love, respect, and I know you respect this kind of news. So thank you for watching mune Zimbabwe. Stay tuned. Rugare ngaruve nemi, rugare ngaruve nesu tose.